Are you tired of taking care of men more than they take care of you? Are you inadvertently turning your man into a mouse? Are you his woman or his mommy? Do you want your man to just man up, stop complaining, and do something with himself? In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to get your man to man up, how to get more support from your man, how to find out if you're with a keeper or just Mr. Right Now. And ideally, I just want to eliminate your frustration. The frustration of feeling like you're doing it all by yourself. Let me start today by giving you a little brief lesson on men and how we really are. One of the funny jokes I always tell my wife is, if it wasn't for women, men would never take a shower. Now, it's a joke, and surely we would take a shower at some point, but the truth is, we probably wouldn't shower very often. It's just not a big deal for us. But when us smelling good and being clean is a proxy for sexual opportunities, mating opportunities, well then yeah, of course we're gonna shower. We're gonna shower, and we're gonna do a lot of other stuff too to have some hopes of mating opportunities with you. Let's say you're in a relationship right now. Let's say you've met a guy and you've been hanging out for a while, and you guys may or may not even have a commitment to each other at this point, but you're definitely doing the thing. There's just one big problem for you. And that big problem is, it seems like you're carrying more than your share of the load in the relationship. You're starting to lose your attraction for him. What the hell's going on? Is this guy just a total deadbeat? Is this guy a loser and a user who's just taking advantage of you until you get tired of him? Or is this man a quality man who, like many other men, don't know everything that you're thinking and can't possibly anticipate all of your needs? And I'll even go a step further. Most men don't even know what it is that we need to be our best. We don't even know. This is where you come in. In order for a man to be his best, he must be challenged. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. In order for a man to be his best, he must be challenged. Not only must he be challenged, but he also must have a purpose, some meaning to what he's doing, some meaning to his efforts, some meaning to his struggle. So if you're already in a relationship with a man who's committed himself to you, guess what? You're part of his purpose now. Now that could be a good thing or bad thing depending on how you look at it. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to talk about how it's a good thing. Because he has endowed you with the power to influence him. So now I'm going to show you and tell you how to influence him. Instead of complaining to yourself or to your girlfriends about your man and what he's not doing, I'm going to challenge you to address him directly. And not address him directly in that old school, we need to talk sort of energy and manner. That's not going to work. In most cases, that's not going to work. But what you can do is you can call the greatness out of him by presenting him with a problem. Think about that word for a second. Problem. It's like guy snacks. If my girl has a problem, then it's my job to solve it. That's how we think. And this is actually the reason why a lot of times you're just trying to have conversation with us. You want to vent about your life or your situation or whatever's going on with you, and we keep interrupting you with solutions to your problem. What's so messed up about this is that we are really genuinely trying to love you and care for you. But that's not how you receive it. You receive it as if, stop interrupting me. You're not listening. Don't try to fix it. This is how you're experiencing it, which is really funny to us because we have no idea. We don't. Honestly, we have no idea this is going on. And there's lots of other little misunderstandings that happen in our relationships. But one of the things that's most important for you to do as a woman, for your man, is give him opportunities to be your rock. I call them rock shots. A rock shot is when you give your man a situation, problem, concern, whatever. You tell it to him in a manner that he can respond to. On this day, you're not venting. You're literally looking for him to help. And you ask him, you say, hey, babe, blah, 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 blah. This thing's going on with me, my work, my job, my family, blah, 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 blah. Sally Sue, whoever, whatever, doesn't matter. But the point is, you're coming to him in some level of distress, some level of vulnerability, right? And if you're new to vulnerability, then you probably will want to do something that has nothing to do with your relationship with him. But when you get better at this, when you get more advanced, you definitely want to present things that have to do with the relationship with him specifically. Okay? Now that's going to be more challenging because it's going to trigger each other. It's going to trigger him. It's going to trigger each other more often. So it's probably better if you haven't been doing this to just start with something that's bothering you or on your mind or stressing you out that has nothing to do with him. Maybe your boss at work is giving you a hard time. Or maybe your son's father is being a jerk this week. Doesn't matter. So now, the reason why we're doing all this is to get your man to man up. We want to get more support from your man. You want to find out if he's a keeper or not. So the way you do that is you have to, and I'm looking you right in the eye, Miss Independent, you have to give him a chance to be your rock, to be your hero. You have to give him a chance. You have to stop acting like you can handle everything yourself. Even if you can. Which you can't, by the way. But even if you could, you have to give him a chance to get in where he fits in. Now, again, this is all based on the fact that you want to have a long-term lasting relationship with a man. If you don't want that, then forget everything I'm saying and click on another video. But if that is what you want, long-term, healthy, lasting love relationship, then stay tuned. Keep listening to what I'm saying and try some of the things I mentioned, because that's what I'm all about. So let's talk about this rock shot. What is a rock shot? The rock shot is just a small little dialogue between you and your man where you are the vulnerable party. You are the damsel in distress. No, you don't have to put extras on it and act more damsel-y than you really are. But you do need to say something that sounds like this. Hey, babe, I need your help with something. Hey, babe, here's something that's been bothering me for a while. I just want to know what you think about it. Something like that. Some kind of peaceful engagement with him, asking him, calling him to duty. This is an important thing. And the other part of the game is not just asking him for help, but you need to have a clear, winnable game for him. Is it that he completely fixed your problem? Is it that he listens to you with full presence? What is it exactly that you want from him? You have to find this out before you talk to him about anything. If you don't know exactly what you want from him, then you just become that crazy maker chick who's always got issues and problems, but won't ever allow me to fix them. Don't be that chick. So instead of the crazy maker, you're going to be the wife for life. And the wife for life, the way she engages with her man is she gives him winnable games. She tells him what her needs are in a very clear manner, and then she tells him what the goal is. So I'll give you a couple examples just so you can kind of get a feel for it. In my experience, when a woman has a problem in their life, most of the time she just needs somebody to talk to about it, just a sounding board, to listen, maybe to head nod a little bit, bounce some ideas off of, and that's it. So maybe your win for him, the winnable game, is just for him to listen to you. Or maybe you need some specific advice from him. It doesn't matter, because all that matters is that you're clear with him what your desires are. So if you set up a game with rules for winning and losing as you communicate your needs or wants to him, now you're doing things the elevator way. Now you got the wife for life mentality. Now you're doing the things that you know you can do that will make the best possible relationship. Now here's the thing that's going to happen when you do that. You'll find out who your guy is. You'll find out. You don't even know right now. You don't even know for sure who he is. You don't know until you test. You don't know until the situations come up. So what you have to do, if you have some existing baggage that you haven't communicated with him yet, some problems that came up, some things that bothered you in the past that you haven't talked about, great. That's what you're going to use. What you're going to do is you're going to say to him next time you see him, next time you talk to him, and I prefer for you to say it proactively. Just say, hey, love, I need to talk to you about some things. I've been holding in some things for a little while, and I kind of don't want, it's starting to accumulate baggage, so I want to get it off my chest and get your feedback on some things. Now, that was easy for me to say, but it might not be that easy for you to say. So you got to practice. You got to do it. Keep doing it. And you'll find out that it's not as scary as you thought it was. No, you're not giving away your power, and no, you don't seem weak. You're still very powerful and strong. But now you're becoming like a real person. Because before that, I couldn't figure out if you were just a superwoman walking the earth with no flaws and no needs. No, you're a person. You're a human. You have needs. Okay, that's enough for now. Chew on that. And next week, we'll do part 2, where I show you why sweeping things under the rug is killing your mojo and your relationship. I'll show you how to get a better connection by receiving more, and a surefire test to find out if you should just let the man go that you're with. So you don't have to worry about that stay or go thing forever. Do this one thing a specific way, and you'll find out for sure if this guy needs to go or not. I'm Mo DiCarlo, and I'll see you next week.